Hello, everybody. AJ Games here, coming at you from the Minecraft world again. Yeah, I'm up in the trading hall. I've had a very, very productive week up here. Yeah, I've had quite a few days. If you look up in the upper left-hand corner, yes, I've been playing this world for over 1,500 days now. Sorry, I'm trying to get this stream manager up. Okay, get this up here. I don't know why this isn't loading up. There we go. Test, test, test. There we go. All right, let's turn that down. All right, yes, I've had a very productive day up here. Let me get back into first person. Or very productive week, I should say. I have three level 3, 3 level 4, and 4 level 5 enchantments to go. The 3 level 3 are looting. Let me see. What am I? Let me see. Looting Riptide. Well, let's just go through. Whoa. Oh. Because they can't move. So I've got Blast Protection 4, Breach 4 to go. Density 5. And I've got all the rest of these. Yes. Fortune 3. I think I had that one last week. And then Impaling 5. Looting 3. Yes, that one's very frustrating. I don't have that one yet. Got all these. Piercing 4. Power 5. Quick Charge 3. That was the other level 3. And then over here, Riptide 3 and Sharpness 5. Yeah, if you look over there to the right, yes, I got Smite 5. And also, I think it was Tuesday, I was going through, yes, there were 2 other ones that I didn't. One of them that I'm very happy I got, and I haven't put it on anything yet. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. Efficiency 5. As you see, the book up in the bookshelf, the villager here, locked in. Level 5 enchantment is a 17 emeralds and efficiency 5. Yes, V is the Roman numeral for 5 for those of you who didn't know. Also one that I don't know if I've ever had before. Bane of Arthropods 5. 17, level 5 enchantment, and Bane of Arthropods 5. Now, I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday, I incorporated a new one. Instead of standing up here on the block and looking around, looking at them to go, I started standing back here. I also added an emerald to my inventory, because if I'm holding an emerald, they kind of show what that emerald can buy with their, I guess their highest, or maybe their first level of sales. This one, he's holding an enchanted book. This one's a bookshelf. I don't want those. I got those from a guy downstairs. I want enchanted books up here, so I'll look at that enchanted book. Now, level 3 is at 11 emeralds. Level 4 is at 14. Level 5 is at 17. This one's at 16, so I'm not even going to look anymore. So then I flip that lever to change the trades, and I can stand here with 2 villagers here. I can have them both on my screen. Oh, they both have enchanted book. That's a 17. But that's knockback 1. A level 1 enchantment for 17. Yeah, 17 is pretty cheap. But a level 1 enchantment, no thank you. And then that one's 34. I'm not even going to look at what it is. So that's what I've been doing. But we're not going to work on those today. So I'm going to sit here, or I'm going to go back here and put those in my, back in the chest. And then I'm going to come back down here, and I've got 2 boats over here. I want to take one of them because I want to load up a bunch of stuff. Now, come back over here. I think this is the one. Yes, this is empty. This one has a bunch of sand. This one's empty, so I want to get in that boat. And I put the stuff over here on the land, so I'm going to turn around, come back over here. And these 2 chests right here are what I put everything in. So I'm going to spin the boat around backwards, get out, jump up on the land. Now, this chest. Now, this is the stuff. As I said, these farms, these builds, I get them. Yes, I don't come up with them myself. I wish I had that kind of a brain. I wish I had that kind of time, but I don't. So as I said last week, I think it was, and I've said a few times, but I do get these builds from mainly JC Plays. That's the letter J, the letter C, space PLAYZ. He's very good at these farms. So if you're looking for a specific farm that I haven't done, or maybe one that I don't do, go and look at his channel. Shout out to JC Plays. You're good guy. Good guy. But anyway, so this is the stuff that's advised is necessary for the build. I'm going to go through this. 2 chests, 2 stacks and 2 ladders, 1 hopper, 2 glass, 1 torch, 2 water buckets. Now you're going to need a lot more than 2, but 2 will get you what you need to do. 1 sign, a stack and 25, about a stack and a half of slabs, and really any slabs will work. You're not dealing with lava or fire or anything, so any slab, any blocks, and my structural blocks, I like the stone brick, the look of it. Let's see, there's 6 and 8, so that's 14 and a half stacks of blocks. I don't know if that's exactly how many, we'll find out. And then, now, each row is 9, so it's 9, 18, 19 and a half stacks, really, of any leaves. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this full row, actually, we'll put the 32 back up here, and these 2 rows in the boat. I'm going to crouch and open, because if I don't crouch, it'll place that block on top of the boat. So crouch and open, and then I'm going to put these in the chest in my boat. So I open up my inventory for other stuff. The rest of this, pretty much. So I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to grab the rest of this. And then in this other chest, I've got extras of a lot of that stuff. So now that's that's about 3.5 rows. I've only got a little over a row and a half. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the stuff in that I know I'm going to need more of. Dirt and a shovel. I want to be able to make a a stack up from the water if I need to, and then take that stack down. Pickaxe, just in case I gotta pick other stuff up. A torch, or some more torches, because I really want to, I want to do some personalizing in the end, like I did before. I'm going to take the rest of these blocks because those are going to be useful. Now, just in case I need more leaves, I want to take, well, I guess that'll be enough. 3.5 more stacks. You know what? No, I don't want to place it. I want to board the boat because I want to come over here. Now I'm going to switch dirt with the glass because I don't want to accidentally place the glass and then lose a piece. I'm going to take my Silk Touch pick. And yes, that was, I think that was something, well, I don't know. You know, I can take that sword too. I want to get back in here. There was something else that from this other chest that I was going to grab. No, not that chest. This chest. I'm going to grab these other 3 there. Hopefully that's all I'm going to need. Now, on my way out, I want to stop to show something. And that is a full inventory. Come out here. Let's see, where is... I wrote all these instructions down. Now I'm going to come out here. Now, if you remember, the base, I centered at 0, 0, so I can always get back to the base. And then I'm thinking from there, I'll take the coordinates. Remember, the X coordinate is horizontal. It goes backwards from graph for those of you algebra students in school. Negative to the right, positive to the left. What was that? I heard some noise and then it sounded like something died. I don't know what that was. And then the Y coordinates are vertical, north, south. And is it? Hold on. Yes, negative to the north and positive to the south. So the backwards from that. Now, you see how I made this starting block? And then I want to see something. Yes, that one is underneath too. I made this starting block at negative 250, positive 250. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 250 more. Going out, I'm going to go negative 500, comma 500. So that's where we're heading out here. Now, basically what you want to be when you're choosing where you're going to build your farm, from what I'm told, You want to be 130 blocks away from any land. And I've looked at the seed map, and both of these are 130 blocks from any land. Basically, because the land, actually, technically with this, the land is where mobs spawn. And when mobs are, whoa. I want to go north. When mobs are spawning on land, they take up the spawn cap of where your like how many mobs can spawn, and you don't want those mobs spawning and taking up that cap to get the maximum number of mobs spawning in your farm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, since I'm not going to need the torches right now, so I want to be at negative 500 comma 500. So let's see. Right there is where I want. That block right there, I'm going to go back up to the surface and replenish my air, because I am doing this in creative. I got all these resources in creative. I'm building this in creative because this world I want to keep creative, so that I can still get the achievements. Now I'm going to come down to the bottom of the floor. Now when I get that edge on there, I know I can place. So then I'm going to place all the way up to the surface, and then I can stand here and catch my breath. And then I'm going to switch with the hopper because I'm not going to need that right now. And you know what? I'm going to switch the chests. I'm not going to need those right now either. And then the buckets of water I'm not going to need. I'll just get another stack of these. I'm going to come over to my stone brick, and I'm going to put a stone brick right on top of that so it's coming out of the water. I'm going to go over to my shovel. You know what? I'm going to come over here, because if you're standing on a block, your tools will go a lot more quickly. Now I'm going to replenish my air. Now, like I said, I'm on PS5, so then I'm going to come down. I'm going to hold on the right analog stick, and I'm just going to hold that and the R2 button down. As I come down, and then that's the end. I'm going to come back up to the surface, catch my breath, and then I'm going to get these blocks that floated up to the surface. And I start off with a full stack, and I finish with a full stack. Then I want to build out one, so just like the other ones, so that I have a place to stand. Now we want to go up 130 blocks. So that, I mean, technically I want to be 130 blocks away from the ocean, because it's drowned, and I don't want any mobs spawning, taking up that spawn cap. So At 130 blocks, they will not spawn. Technically, it's like 128, but 130 is a nice round number. 2 blocks is not going to kill you to get 2 more blocks. Oh, that's a pretty fish. We'll work on I want to make a big fish tank on that island. I'm going to get, once I get all the enchanted books, I'm going to work on really going gung-ho into clear cutting that island. But anyway, up 130. Now, if you look, I said it goes X, comma, Y, comma, Z. If next to position, it goes X, comma, Y, comma, Z. Now, like I said, negative is to the right, to the west. Positive is to the east for the X. For the Y, negative is north, positive is south. I guess north is negative. I don't think so. I think north is pretty positive. But anyway, think like a bird. They fly south for the winter to get to warmer weather. So south is positive. Now, so I want to go Y, the middle number, 63, is my altitude. Now, I want to go up 130, so I want to go to 193. So, I'm going to go all the way up here to 193. I'm just holding down the X and the L2 so that I jump, place a block, jump, place a block, jump, place a block. And I'm not moving at all. You really don't want to move. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then keep going up. I think I'm going to have to do that again, too. You want to get to 193. Now I'm going to go over, I've got more stone brick here. 193, I'm at 177. '91, '92, '93. Now, to make life a little bit easier here, I want to go out 1 on each side. And then I want to go out 5 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I want to come out 4 on each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to come forward. I've got that one that I had. I want to come forward 2. I want to get my hopper and my chest, and I want to put my 2 chests side by side. Now you can go either direction. I'm going to go to the left. I'm left-handed. We'll go to the left. Come to the back. Stand on that 1 block out that you had. Go to your hopper. You want to look at the back of the chest. As you're crouching, put the chest going in, or put the hopper into the chest. Now, let me come down here. If you look at the bottom, see that nozzle is going into the chest? That's what you want to do. You want to put that there. Now, I want to put the ladders on there. So what I'm going to do, since my boat, I remember my boat I parked out on this side, so I'm going to come down this side, and I'm going to make sure that you're paying attention. This is pretty cool. When you look out here, you can see the curvature of the earth. You can see the other farm too off in the distance. But uncrouch where you know it's clear. Walk off the edge. Now, as time goes on, these two platforms I'm really gonna make into something. I'm thinking one of them's probably gonna be a fishing hut. The other one I don't know what I'm gonna make yet. But do that. There's also a couple of things that I want to do first. But now we brought enough ladders to come all the way down to the bottom. So you could, if you want, put one on the bottom, one above it. Now, I'm going to stay crouched because that comes up. Now, I'm just going to look up and hold the Y2. Now, I missed one there. I'm going to come up here to where I kind of go away, and I'm going to place the ladder there. That'll fill it in. See, I missed one again. Come out here. We'll place one there. Man, I keep missing them. If I'm not crouched, I found that's an easier one, but come down here, uncrouch, and keep going up. And then this should get me right up to the top. Right up to the top. Now, what I want to do, now that I'm back up here, I'm going to crouch to save myself. I'm going to place one block. I'm going to look at that block, place one there. I'm going to come up 2, 3, and then place 1, 2, 3 there. Walk over here on this side, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to place one more. 4, 4, 4. Now that I'm done with those, I'm going to come back down here. I want to look at that top block. I want to put a temporary block in there. I'm going to use dirt. This is where you're going to put both of your glass blocks. So you're going to come over here. You're going to look on this side in front of this opening here. On that side of the dirt, the temporary block there, you're going to place one, and you're going to look at the bottom of that, place the other one. Now, looking at the hopper, see, we can't stand on the hopper, but looking at the hopper or the bottom half, these are pretty nice, the stone brick, because you've got a division on the side. You've got a top half and a bottom half. Looking at the bottom half or looking at the hopper, place one slab there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out one there, come down, come out, and then I think to save myself aggravation, I'm going to come out to the side. Now you got to be very careful here whenever you're using this, that you don't go off the side. Then I'm going to come up, come up, come up. Now, two chests in the middle, hopper in back of that, 4 high sides, put the slab on the hopper, the glass front. Now, you want to go 19 up. Now, on all 4 of these, you want to go 19 up. So that I know that we've got enough, because, oh, why did I throw a hopper or a dirt block there? Now, I could use my shovel, collect that, come out here, and then I can collect this. Now, this what we've built is our kill chamber. The kill chamber for it. Our the drowns, that spawn will fall down here. Now, I want to go 19 up, but the only thing is, I can only place these without having to jump off, come all the way back up, then build up, jump off, come back up, then build up. I'm going to do this 3 at a time. So I want to make sure that I'm doing this. Well, I guess I could go 32, 32. Then I can split that in half and do 16. Split this in half, have 16. Then 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19. So I've got all 4 of them. I've got enough blocks for all 4 of them here, but I only want to go up 3 at a time because I don't want to really mess this up what I'm doing. So we're going to come over here. We're going to come up 1, 2, 3. Make sure I'm crouched. And then I want to place 3 there. 3 there. 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. But I took that out of the wrong one. Now, so we came up to 193. Then we went up 4. That's 197. Then we want to go up 19 more. That's to 216. If you remember right, that's what we took that one up to also, 216. So go up to 216 on all 4 sides here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I got, well, 1, 2, 3. See, I got 4 left on these, so I'm going to have to come up 1 at the end. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now the easiest way to do this, back up to the middle of your block. Place a block there. Place a block there. Place a block there. Look straight down. Place a block there. There we go. Now, fill in the corners here. Fill in the corners. Fill in the corners. Fill in the corners. Now, this is the easiest time to do this. Take your sign. Place it right in that little shaft on one side. That there's going to be water in this whole top. So you want to make sure that that water doesn't go down this tube. Now, I hate to do this at this point, but it's probably the easiest time to do this. We want to go off the side because we're going to need to get more of our blocks. So, pick a side, not the front. I'm going to pick this side again. Uncrouch, jump off the side. All the way down, you got water underneath. Now, I didn't say this at first, but you need to choose, or you need to choose a spot in the ocean to build this. Now, make sure your boat is next to this. Now I'm going to take off so that I don't have any mistakes with anything. I'm going to take the one ladder off of the bottom. Alright, and then... Oh, why did I come down here? I'm going to drop the ladder off. We need... stone brick. Oh. I want to take all this... go all the way back up. Well, not yet. I'm going to open that up, make sure. Okay. You know what? I'll leave the leaves in here. I'll leave the slabs in here. We don't need those right now. We're just going to deal with the blocks. I'm going to leave the... oh. Well, I'm gonna put the dirt up there, the shovel up there, and I'm gonna get more stone brick. Well, I'm gonna need the dirt. Now go all the way back up to your platform. And yes, it's going to take a minute. I'll have I don't know, I'll figure out a different way possibly to do this. You know, I'm thinking, while I'm just spitballing here, I might make a bubble column elevator to go up, because the water bubbles in a bubble column keep your air. And it can go pretty quick. Now, I just came up here, and then I realized you can't get up there. Can't get up there very easily. The only way you can do this, you know what? I'm gonna take that out, take that out, take that out, take that out. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down the ladder. I'm going to go back to the base for a second, because I just thought of a way we could handle this. Could do this. That would be pretty easy. Now, there's actually, as I'm thinking about this, there's a couple of different ways you could do this. Actually, one easy way, you know what? Yeah, I'll do the easy way. I'm gonna put this stuff back up here. Go back in the boat. I'm gonna make some scaffolding. And that's actually going to help us with something else also. Just the order of stuff. And it kind of works out that we're getting string. Scaffolding takes bamboo and string. and we're getting bamboo from our bamboo farm. We're getting string from our iron farm because we're getting one of the byproducts is cats. And yes, I know it's kind of mean, but we do get a lot of cat spawns, so that we don't have a lot of cats running around the base. The cats go down in the chamber with the golems. So at the bottom, so we do get, and string comes from cats when that happens. So then I'll park the boat right here. You know what? Actually, we'll come over here. We'll get the bamboo first. Spin the boat around to make an easy getaway when we're done. Now, I will grab... That's sugarcane. Yes, I've got a bunch of rabbits. These rabbits are waiting until looting, and you'll find out why when we get it. Now, I do need to fix this a little bit. Huh. I've got to put a crafting table closer to over here, but for right now, I want to come over here. I want to figure out how many bamboo do I need. Now, scaffolding. 6 bamboo and 1 string makes 6 scaffolding. So 1 scaffolding for every bamboo. So what I'm going to do, since I want to make 3 stacks, I want to make 3 stacks of scaffolding. That is 9 bamboo. Then I'm going to come over here. You know what? To save myself some walking, or save myself some rowing, I'm going to park the boat over here, and then I'm going to come down here, and I think I'm going to need to drop something off. One thing, it's not very difficult, but I'm going to come over here to the middle. Now, I did put this on the back. I think I did this off stream. This is a composter. Hoppers, 2 chests. Just in case. Now, that's coming out the middle hopper there. In the middle, I've got poppies. So, in the event, see there's 2, and they're filling up the 3rd. In the event that I fill up all 5 chests, the poppies are going to start falling down into there, making bone meal. And then there will be things that we do later on with bone meal. But now, I'm going to come over here. I do have 1 chest over there. I'm going to drop off 3. Now, I think 1, 2, 3 string is what I need. And I've got over here, I'm going to make I got way too much. Oh no, that one's got even more in it. So I will put this bamboo I didn't need there. I made 48 extra. And I'll put that in there, and then the string was on this side. I'll put that back there. And then what I'll do is I'll put that back there. No. Put that back there. Then we'll come back up here. We got our 3 stacks of scaffolding. That'll make life a whole lot easier. And then we'll come back out here to the farm. And while I'm rowing, I'll take a sip. And then we can see our, well, I lined them up just for visual. And that's the farm we're building right there. Sorry, I hit the microphone. Yeah, I'll incorporate, like I said, I'll incorporate something into the bottom of these. I'm thinking the first one, I'll just incorporate, I'll make a fishing hut right there, because I have all the enchantments now to make my awesome fishing rod, and I'm gonna make 2 of those, so that I've got a backup just in case. And I'll probably make even more. I'll probably make like 5 of them, just so I can keep one at the fishing hut also. And so, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, if I'm just going to make another fishing hut. I've actually considered, there is a type of drowned farm that incorporates the ocean. Oh. Come on. There we go. Now, I don't need all 3 of these. So I'm going to put 2. Actually, I'll just put 2 up here. And then go back up. I should have slept when I was back at the base. I know it's nighttime. I know it's kind of dark, but it's not that bad. Now, remember we went up to 216? Now, 216 plus 7, that's how far below. So it is 23. So then if I take this I take half of the stack I can put up there, and I have 23 there. I can bring those back here. Then what I could do is I can come over here to the side. Well, actually, no, I can't. Actually, I could come over here, one out, and just place all those. There's a reason I'm not going up in the middle, and I'll show you. So that should be up even. If I come and I can stand in here, and like I said, I'm on PS5, so I can hold my X and I can ascend. I can go up the scaffolding, just like an elevator. And that brings me out right there. Now, you want to make sure that you've got stone brick. And I'm going to bring that out there. Now, what I want to do, I want to crouch here. Go to one side, the middle block. The middle block on the side, go out one, up one. Out one, up one. There's two. You want to do this 10 times. You want to do 10 steps. Out one, and then come back up one. Out one, up one. Wait. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5, sorry. Ten steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then go to another side and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back here. Do another side. Go to this to all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Little itch. Oh, and that's fine where I accidentally put that down. That's fine with it there. Actually works out because I had an odd number of blocks, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, all the way back down to the bottom here. Now what you want to do here is where these steps are, go out to the corner, connect the two parts. You can go out for whatever side you want, connect them. Hold on a second. Come back over there. Hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a text message that I've been waiting for, and I just needed to see it. Now, come back here, and I know this is going to come out over the scaffolding, but that's no big deal. No big deal. You want to do this all the way up. So then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to come out, come out, come out. Now, this is another reason why I always crouch, because you can see the edge of the blocks. Come out here. I can kind of go over the edge. I can come out here, and then I can come out here. Yes, I know. If I look at this, how's he standing with just the edge of his foot on the block? I don't know. I mean, that there you can see I'm not even on the block, but when I'm crouched, I am on the block. I can still see the edge of this, and I can place that one out there. You want to make these steps all the way up. You want to make, now, in the tutorial that I referred to do this. No, I'm not watching it right now. I've watched it enough times that I know what each step is going to be. It's referred to as funneling, but you want to basically make a bowl or a funnel all the way down. So then I can come up here, 3, 4, okay, I did. I was making sure I had this pickaxe. Oh. It's these top blocks that I'm um, lining up to make each stair step up. So basically, you want to make this funnel go all the way up. Now, this drowned farm, the products that you get from it are rotten flesh. Sometimes um, the when the zombies spawn, uh, they'll get the drowned zombies. They'll give copper ingots, so you can get copper ingots. Um, which copper ingots can be made into copper blocks, which have things that are made from copper in Minecraft since it came out. They have a pretty interesting look and an interesting lifespan. So I haven't experimented a lot with the copper stuff, but when it oxidizes, it becomes green. Copper usually does. That's why your pennies, if any of you have pennies, that's why your pennies turn green. Uh, that's why the Statue of Liberty appears to be green. The Statue of Liberty is made of copper. Um, Sometimes the zombies will spawn holding nautilus shells, which nautilus shells are good for conduits, which conduits will help keep mobs away from your base. I'll show that as I get to that point in the game with my base. And the conduits do help keep mobs away from your base. Do that. Now, I don't remember how many blocks, if any, I added to this. So I don't remember if I'm going to have, or how many I'm going to have extra, or if there will be any extras. Oh, we're halfway. Well, we've gone up five stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But each stair step is getting bigger because it is a funnel or a bowl. So it's gonna, this part this is, I'd say this part is the second most time consuming step. There is one other step that's going to end up taking a long time. Let's see. So the nautilus shells, which nautilus shells are good for conduits. Rotten flesh, you're going to get a lot of that, which rotten flesh can be used as a food source. It can also be traded to one of the villagers. I'll have to check. I think it's clerics for emeralds. So, huh. Sorry, I was looking at my other TV, and a new Keanu Reeves movie is coming out. No, I don't have TV on. It's just an ad that pops up on the TV. It's kind of interesting because I think it was last week I watched all the Matrix movies. Yes, I like those movies. All right. Now I'm gonna try, since I've already got one out there, I'm gonna try to do 3 steps at once. Oh, yeah, I'll have to take that one out because that will mess up the entire process. And yes, the further you go up, the skinnier that side gets, and the tougher it is to see up. Now, I'm going to have to complete this. There we go. And I'll come back down to this one. Now I think I'll just do this. That was a nice little experiment with that one. You know what? What if I do 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do one side pretty comfortably. Nope. Come over here. And then since I'm over here, one, two, three. And then I can get these ones out. Only one more side to do all four of these. And then I do have to finish the bowl. And then I can do 1, 2, 3, but then I got to back up one and do that one. And then I think I can look at that side and do that, that, and then I can look at that. Okay, a little itchy. All right, now let's finish this. I can come up here. We can look at that one and do that. And then I can look at there, look at there, and look at there, and come out there. Go out there, go out there, and then finish this one. Finish that, and then the top one over here. Yeah, sorry, this is very repetitive, so there's not a lot of talking to do as I do this. Do that. We'll do this side. Yes, I'm not falling off because I am crouched. So you want to make sure that you crouch at this point so you don't fall off. See, I was looking up a little bit, and I placed that one up top. We don't want any up top. I can place that there and that there. And then I can do that. And bring this in. And this one I gotta do 3 stairs because I think this was the side I started with. So I can bring that out and that out. Bring that out. That out. Complete this. Bring that in. This is going to finish it. Well, this part. It's not going to finish the farm. Now, we're done with this part. Now I'm thinking about this. We're at 226. And the ocean is at 63. Now I want to place scaffolding. I want to place scaffolding down to where I get back up to 226 because I need to go down and pick up the leaves now. 226 is what to remember. So I'm going to jump down. Yes, that was enough to take me down to the bottom of the ocean. I'm going to... Oh! I didn't look at my X and Y. Didn't look at my X and Y. So I'm gonna try to make that up. So I want to get my leaves. I want to stick that and that back in here, and I need my water buckets. Actually, you know what? Since I'm going to need a lot more, than what I have available. You know what? I've got enough available. Alright, that works. Now I'm going to bring this over. Actually, I want these water buckets over here. I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to bring these leaves over here. And I'll bring these two, kind of neaten it up a little bit. And then I guess I'll bring that there, bring these over. And what I'm going to do to try and remake this, for right now, I want to bring that and that here. I'm going to bring that down. That'll be good. Now, come back up and try to figure this out. Now, I came out 10 on each side. No, I came out 11 from each side. So I want to come out 11 on the X and 11 on the Y from what I get where the center is. Now, this is on the Y. So I'm at 503. On top of, or where that is, the next one will be 504. That will be 505. Now, if I come out 11, That's minus 11. 503 minus 11 is 502, 492. And then this, I'm at negative 5. Well, actually, this is negative 500, and plus 11 is negative 489. So then that corner should be negative 489, 592. We'll check it out. Negative 489, 592. Wait. Negative 489, 492 is right there. So what I want to do is I want to go down. I want to build that up. I want to put one more dirt here. Now that I got that made, I need to take a short little break. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. Now I'm going to come back here. And this part is where I'm hoping I made enough. Worst come to worst, I'll go back to the base and make some more scaffolding. And this is where a one technique or one mechanic of the game kind of works. Now, I can punch that, and all the scaffolding falls. Now, since I'm not up to 64, 6 of them must have fallen in the ocean, which means I've got to come down here And they're floating up to the top. $63, and there's one more. Fell off that side. Now, this is where I'll find out if I've got enough. I'm going to stand on this block. This should go right up to the corner. And if I just stand on this dirt block and look straight down, and I hold down my place button, notice how my scaffolding and my inventory is going down, and then I can get these other two, and I'll place those. And once I finish that, I place this other stack. Take a drink. Yes, I know I emptied out, but I'll fill back up. Now, if I hold my X, I can climb this up to the top. We can see how spot on we were. Now remember, I was at 226. Let's hope that's where this comes out to. But I'm gonna need more, so I'll probably oh. Well. Oh. I came up a lot higher. Now if I hit these, they pop off one at a time. Now if I place one right there, then I can get right back over to this. No problem. Now, that's unfortunate that there's a wandering trader in there. But actually, this is kind of cool because I'm going to need to make 2 stacks of 14 there. That's kind of cool that I've got that. And yeah, I need more I need more stones. So I'm going to come over on this side. You don't want to go over to that other one. The bridge in between. I want to come all the way down. Now I could have jumped off into the water. Oh, I'm crouched. Just like this. I want to come back over to the boat. And it's becoming night again. And I want to come over to the boat, open that up, and I want to get my stone brick. And then I want to come back over to the scaffolding that I had here. And I want to come back up. We'll come all the way back up. This is where scaffolding works. Now, another way to do this is using dirt or sand and you can use the shovel. You can use a shovel to get up and down. Place that into a stack and go up and down using a shovel, which is breaking the block and then replacing it. Well, placing the block to go up, breaking the block to go down. And you could have done that. You could do that. And then there is a trick I'll have to show you guys at some point with the sand. But what you want to do now, place another block on top of this top section. Yes, I know it's going to strand the wandering trader, but I didn't tell him to spawn in there. If I could cut down the frequency of the wandering traders, I would. And then all the way around, make this top one too high, because you want to make sure that you get the you get all the drowned zombies. Okay. Sorry, another text message that is useful to know. And take these other 2 stacks. Oh, I only need 3 more. Then what you want to do is somewhere outside the farm. Now you could that stack, I could go up and down that stack of scaffolding a bunch of times. Actually, I wonder, the 2 water buckets, that's what you need now. And what the next to this that top row of blocks, all the way around, you want to put a water source block. I wonder if I place one there and I place one there, oh, nope. I need to pick those up because they aren't going to be doing what I want them to do. Now, take your dirt. The way to make an infinite water source, make yourself a 2x2 grid. Now, I could have done this one lower and made it a little bit easier on myself, but this will work. Then take and put 2 right there. On this side, bring 2. The back side will be a lot easier. Put 2. The front side, put 2. And on this side, look at that side, take two. These two that you put up on top of your 2x2 platform, pick them up. Now, you should have a little bowl that's 1 deep, 2x2. Put a water source in one corner and put your other water source in the opposite corner. Your other bucket in the opposite corner. Now, any of those, you can pick them up one at a time. Any of those you can fill up and they'll replace. And next to each and every one of these blocks, put a water source block. I can come back here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going around, and every block that it's going down like that, I place a water source block. Put a source block there. Go over to the other one, put a source block there. Now, unfortunately, unfortunately these don't fill in like they would before. I don't think. If I... Oh, see how that one goes down in the middle now? And see how the water goes down there? Well... Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so you can't... They don't fill in like a regular... Look at that block, look at that side, place another one. Then you're going to have to go over to here, pick one up, and go back over here, place one there, place one there, pick one up, pick one up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hopefully try to save myself some time. I'm going to go start over on this side. And I'm going to place one there and one there. Now if I walk back here, I can refill those. And you want them against the top block all the way around. Pick up, pick up. Now where it angles down, place one on that block, place one on the next one. Then I'm going to go back and refill. If I go back this way, it's shorter. It's a shorter distance. Yes, I know I'm walking slower since I'm crouched, but I don't feel like walking off the edge and having to come all the way back up. Because coming back up, that takes close to 2 minutes. Refill. Refill. Now, yes, another way to make this go faster, I could have brought more buckets. That would be a strategy. More buckets. You could fill more buckets up faster, but I've got limited inventory space, so not something I want to do right now. Fill up, fill up. We'll walk back over to this side. And like I said, where it angles down, just look at that block, place a water bucket. Where it angles down, look at that block, place a water bucket. And then go and refill this. Yes, I know um, this is probably the third most time consuming step. I don't actually it's tied for second, whether making the bowl or filling the bowl is most, but the sealing, that's the time consuming part. And you'll find out about that in a little bit. Hopefully this won't take more than about 10 minutes or so. Because every block we place is one block less that I've got to do. And then, I don't know, I will probably, oh, we'll look at that, place a water bucket. Look at that, place a water bucket. I will probably have to get rid of this guy myself. So he's probably not going to go. Him nor the Lambas are probably going to go down. Probably none of them are going to go down the chute there. So we're going to have to get rid of them ourselves. And yes, as I get closer, it'll probably start going a lot more quickly. And place. And place. Fill and fill. But at least from that wandering trader, I'll get 2 leads, which can be put to good use. Place and place. fill, and fill. Yes, I know this is very time consuming, very repetitive, but that's building in Minecraft. A lot of repetition. Place. And place. Fill and fill. Well, I don't think this will take me less than 10 minutes. But we'll find out. And the reason we've got to fill this up with water is because drowns will only spawn in water. So, and drowned is short for drowned zombies. So, I can place that on there, place that on there. Place that on there, and where it angles, put one down. Now, I was just thinking about this. I sure hope I don't get struck by lightning. I didn't think about that part. Water and water. Fill and fill. Yeah, this is getting closer. So the round trip is getting shorter. Now, that one right there. That sounded close. Looking at the wrong surface. Plus this lightning has me kind of concerned. Place that there. Place this one there. Now you see where those angle going down? I want to place one against that. Oh. And one against there. Now, long round trips again. Now, angle down there, angle down there. Fill on this side. Where it angles down, place one there, and then I can back up, place... Whoa! Place one there. And that's what happens when I've got the dirt blocks still in my inventory, so I can place that up there. Don't want to accidentally pick up what I've already placed. Place one there. Place one there. I don't know, 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes probably. Like I said, top block all the way around. You want to and the water, so the water makes them able to spawn, and then the flowing water pushes them down the chute. So they go down to the bottom. And I wish I had looting, but maybe we'll have it for next week. I don't know. Um, so like I said, during a stream, I think about what I'm going to be doing for the next stream, and I was actually thinking about this a couple of weeks ago. What am I going to do next, or a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago? What am I going to do for next week's stream? Well, so that you can prepare yourselves, I'm going to make a sorting level on both of these farms I've done for the last 2 weeks, just so the drops are easier to get to. And then I will probably put label signs, item frames, on all this sorting I've done through the whole world. Hopefully make life a little bit easier. Now fill that up and that up. We're making progress. I mean, we've got all that done. This guy won't have anywhere to stand anymore, and hopefully everything will get tired and go down the chute. That'll make life a whole lot easier. But we won't be getting to back down to the killing chamber for a little while. And even when we do that, I do want to build a room like I built on the last one, but I'm gonna have to go over to that other one though. I may have to wait until next week to demonstrate this. But I don't remember the dimensions of that other one. I want to make it the same dimensions. So, I was describing the drops a while back. Rotten flesh is good for hunger, for trading. It's good for a few different things. Nautilus shells, good for conduits. Some of these, I think you may get armor from. Copper ingots, which are good for making copper items. And also, of course, as I did describe, tridents, which is a form of a weapon in Minecraft, and there are some enchantments that go solely on tridents, such as Riptide and Loyalty. And it's the only way to obtain tridents is from drowns who have the tridents. Once in a while you get those. And that's another reason why I wanted the looting, is to have a better chance of getting the tridents. And the tridents are good, well, as that weapon. Also, a trident, you can technically fly with the trident. That's what Riptide does. And oh, channeling is another one. You can actually, um, with channeling, you can make charged creepers. Um, I haven't really experimented with the drops for that, but I think that's how you get. Well, you can get charged creeper heads, stuff like that. Charged creepers, when they blow up, they have bigger explosions. Put that there. Put this there. Okay, we're making some headway. We're almost done here. Okay, I do have those. So, um, but yeah, tridents are pretty interesting weapons. You can either use them to stab enemies, or you can throw it at an enemy, and then with loyalty, it'll come back to you. Now, where it's slanted on the wall, on the wall. And then I guess technically to make life a little bit easier on myself, I'll pick up that one and that one. Move them down here. Put down that one and that one. Then I guess pick up that one, and I'm going to leave that one there just so I know I can go up to that corner and just not include it, and then I'll pick up another one out of here. Place that there, place that there, and I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So I really only have to go back 5 more times. One there, one there. One more. And that's it. Now I'm going to fill up these buckets because I need to get rid of this infinite water source now. I'm going to refill my buckets. I'm going to pull that down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this in with dirt that will get rid of the water. And then I'm going to use my shovel oh, let's bring those down, and I'll well, I don't want to get rid of all of them. And then I'll pick up this one. And then I can collect those, and I should have 63 because 64 is holding the scaffolding, and I don't want to get rid of that yet because I want to come up here. Now, we're going to come all the way up to the top. Now we're going to make a ceiling. And I'm unsure of what mechanic that does, but the ceiling, it makes it, I guess it makes it so that you get more, or you get a more reliable spawn rate. So that's where the leaves come in. Now the way you get the leaves is with shears. Now we've got the got the iron farm, so we can get plenty of iron. Now, this just happens that I've got 28, and I need to do 2 14s. So I'm going to place all 14. I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm crouched. Now, leaves, you want to go out 6, outside the farm, not over the sides yet, but outside the farm. Look at the side of the scaffolding. Place a leaf block. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the same thing out the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you want to go over to the opposite corner. Yes, I know this is very dangerous. Well, crouched, so I'm not going off the side. Not risking going off the side because I have a tendency to sneeze at odd times. Now, place the other 14 here. And once again, on the edges that do not go out over the bowl, place 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this entire outline from the corner where those two would meet over to the corner where these two would meet, fill it in with leaves. This is the most time-consuming part, I think, of the entire build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I've counted right, usually my math is right, this is going to be a 35 by 35 square. That's why you need so many leaves. Yes, the whole thing over the bowl and 6 blocks out on all sides. Now, I want to come over here and get numbers. Negative 517, 522. Okay. So negative 517 coming down and negative 522 coming out that way. I'm going to come over my scaffolding here. I'm going to come back down. I'm going to crouch, and I'm going to walk back. And I'm going to go back up this way, fill that in, and try to make the outline of the area that I'm trying to fill in. Come up this side. And I'm still crouched. Just fill this in. Got scared there for a second. I wasn't sure if I was looking at the side or the top when I placed it. So I'm going to be a little bit more deliberate with these. Now this is coming out to 522. So I'm going to go out this way to negative 522. Nineteen, 20, 21, 22. And this should connect up with the side on that corner. Should go out to negative 517. Well, lined right up with the sides. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to make the outside, and I should be able to get all that done and then fill in the middle pretty quickly. There we go. And then actually I can do this. And yes, that's one thing I've been doing as I take breaks from doing the enchantments is one thing I have been doing is getting redstone stuff ready for these sorting systems. Now, negative 517 is over here. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then if I come over here, this should line up with the edge. This side. Now, ever since these leaf block ceilings, now you can use any leaves you want. I have spruce leaves. To the best of my knowledge, you could use any leaves that you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to use jungle leaves, you can use jungle leaves. Now this whole square that I've got, fill it in with leaves, leaf blocks. And like I said, you get the leaf blocks with shears. Two. Now when you've got a thin border on the outside, 2 or 3 or even 4 blocks, you want to be careful that you don't place any on the outside. So, but yeah, for the sorting system, like I said, I will do that next week, and I'm gonna put a sorting floor underneath. I'll probably put the floor together I'll put the stone brick down and the frog lights and the glass and everything. I'll probably work on getting that constructed this week. I might do that tomorrow or Monday or something, but just to make sure it's done. Um, but um, I'll do the construction since, and it will be very repetitive. But I want to make a big storage system for for everything, for everything, all the drops and everything like that. Yes, the common ones that stack will have areas in the sorting system where they can be sorted and stored and everything like that. But we got one step left after this, so if you're thinking about leaving, since this is getting to be a long stream, um, just so you know, I'm gonna put slabs around the outside because I want to keep the spawns as they are. I want to prevent spawning from the outside lip. So I'm going to put slabs on the outside so they don't spawn. That's going to be the last step. Then I'll probably end the stream. Well, I want to take these out. I'll take the scaffolding out, and where the top block is, I need to fill that with leaves also. But that'll be part of the leaf roof. That's what I call this, the leaf roof. But yeah, I want to make it so that there's plenty of storage for everything. Um, all the drops and everything. Um, the mob farm, the gunpowder, well, we're gonna have a lot of rotten flesh between the two. I mean, I would like to make a sorting system between them. Where's the other one? There, over there. I would like to make a storage system between them, but I don't know if um, the blocks. I don't know if there would be um, enough space to send everything to that storage system, or like when I'm at each one of them filling up um, the storage. Would I be able to stand at the center sorting area so that everything be able to come in, or would I have to go out and stand in the middle and let everything filter through? I don't know. So I just figure I'll have both of them sort their own stuff, sort and store their own stuff. I think the only thing they have in common would be um oh, do that. Oh, send that up there and that up there. Bring that there. Okay. As I'm going through this, I'm wondering if I have enough leaves. I took or the spruces, the big tall spruces that I grow for sticks. I took a few of those and I just took all the leaf blocks off of it. I went through I think 4 shears to put together these blocks of leaves. So went pretty smoothly, in my opinion. I I was thinking about this. I don't know if mobs spawn on top of scaffolding, so I was thinking about leaving the scaffolding just in case. But I think I'll just take the scaffolding down. Now mobs do not spawn on top of leaves, so I don't have to worry about mobs spawning on top of the ceiling. And leaves provide a clear view of the sky, which is necessary for mobs to spawn. That's why this is safe to do. All right. Now I'm trying to think. What did I say? 11 out that way and 11 out that way. 11 and 11 is 22. 22 squared, I think it would be somewhere around, well, whatever 22 squared plus 1 is, because we got to add the middle block. Well, 22, 23, 23 squared. Uh, 23 squared is a lot. 500 and something? 400 and... Well, 20 squared... 21 squared is 441. Oh, he got out. Now I'm going to fill these in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Spruce trees, they don't have leaves. Yeah, I think that's interesting too. How can you get leaf blocks from a spruce tree? And oh, what I was saying, what I was starting to say before, I the when the leaf ceilings started becoming a thing, I got to wonder, don't leaf blocks like break when trees are cut down? So I don't know how these leaf ceilings stay in place, but they do. Oh, like I said, this is a pretty time-consuming step, but it's got to be done. Now, at least knowing this is the last of the leaves, I know this is coming to an end. But 64 times 9, that's 540 plus 36, 576. That's still a lot of leaves. Yeah, I think this is one of the latest streams I've ever had, or during, well, since I started this world. But this is one of the most involved farms that I've built on this world too. So I think it's worth it though to be able to get the tridents. Getting smaller. This border outside is pretty big. And each lap around should be faster as we get closer to the middle because there's less blocks. It's smaller. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 1, that's 15. It should be going pretty quickly. Hang on. All right. Sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. Didn't want to cough in your ear. Oh, we're getting close. Getting down to a 10 by 10 almost. Four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Oh, under 10 by 10. Getting smaller. Getting smaller. Almost done. That light at the end of the tunnel is getting bigger. And no, it's not a train headlight. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's another thing. These leaves, it provides a view of the sky, but it also makes it dark enough underneath. They block out enough of the sun. They give shade so that it's dark enough in here for the drowned zombies to spawn. You know what? They're close enough that I can just stay on one side and I can do that. Now, I'm going to come over to one of these columns that I built. I'm going to take out the I'm going to take out the top one. I'm going to stand on the scaffolding. I'm going to take out two. I'm going to crouch. I'm going to look up at the top, put one in. Then I'm going to take down all the rest of these. And luckily that wasn't the one with the pole to the side. Then I'm going to come over to this other side. Now what I'm going to do with you, I'm going to push you over the side. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go up to the top, come down 1, 2, 3, look up with leaves, fill in the hole. Then I'm going to do that. Now, I can take all my leaves. I don't want to waste leaves because they take time. And oh, I'm going to uncrouch, come up to the side there. Now, I'm going to take my slabs and I'm going to put them all around the top. Like I said, I want to make this oh, that's that guy. I'm going to come all around the top. Now, bottom slabs make it so it's not spawnable, so I'm not going to get mobs spawning on this outer lip. Then I'm going to take that. Ooh. And I had just enough. And there it is. Now, I'm going to uncrouch. I'm going to come down on this. I'm going to stand on this one. I'm going to break that. Then I'm just going to come all the way down. All the way down. And then I'm going to take my shovel and I'm going to take out that dirt block. And I'm going to have scaffolding coming down for days. It's like it's raining scaffolding. And then I'm just going to pick it all up. And I should have 3 stacks of scaffolding when I'm done. Another piece there. I'm missing 4 scaffolding. Now, I'm going to... Now, oh, can't see me. No, I'm not trying to be like John Cena. You can't see me. I'm gonna come around here. There's... Did it drop? I mean, it's only 4 scaffolding. In the big scheme of things, I've got plenty of scaffolding. Plenty of bamboo, plenty of string, I could make more. But I'm not wasteful. I'm going to try to find that. Did it drop on the platform here? No, it didn't. But that's why we had the torches. I put that torch on there, it lights this up. It didn't. That is odd. Where did those other 4... I didn't have 4 in there. That's odd. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the base. I will test this out on stream next week, I think. I'm going to put all this back in the boat. I'm going to go back to the base and see what we can do. I will build those floors. I will enclose the drown farm. I will make second floors underneath with sorters so that we can make sorters in next week's stream. But I'm gonna take off. It's almost dinner time for me. So I'm gonna take off and I will see you next week. Hold on a second. Because we need to go back so I can wave goodbye. So, but that feels good to have that because I've wanted tridents, and with a Trident, and later on, I'm hoping. I don't know if by the end of the summer, but maybe around Halloween time we'll get to the end. But because I want to get Elytra to fly around, and I haven't decided. I'm thinking about now that we've been doing this world for almost 6 months. I think I started this up on January 17th. So, um, and then, so I haven't decided though, but I think next year I may make a new one. Now, those two overhangs, I don't have them in, but show you what those two slabs are. I'm gonna do this. Now I was thinking, do I want to put one in the center or one on either side? And I think one on either side looks nice. So, and I'm gonna do that on all four sides. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, and I will see you next week. Bye. See you next week.